Yeah, very well, thanks. Yourself?
Good. Congratulations, new captain of Celtic. What does it mean to you?
Yeah, thanks very much. It's obviously a massive honour to be named club captain, to come through the youth academy to where I am now. It's a very proud day for myself, my family, everyone connected with myself. So first of all, I just want to say thanks to the manager as well for that. It's a huge honour, and I can't wait to get to work and build something here.
What are you looking to take from Scott Brown's captaincy at Celtic?
Yeah, of course, Scott was hugely successful as club captain here. I've had the honour to work closely beside him, see how he operates every day, the way that he drives the changing room, the way that he drives the club. So, for me, I've had no better education in that sense. So, I just want to try and follow that as closely as I can. And then, obviously, you have to put your own personality on it, your own stamp on it. And, ultimately, it's a new era for the club. And, like I said, I'm just desperate to get to work and make it a successful one.
You're saying it's a new era for Celtic, obviously. How are Celtic fixed going into that first game tomorrow night?
Yeah, good. Everyone's in good spirits. The boys trained well today. Real intensity about the session, and we know how important these games are. They set you up for the season, so everybody's in a good frame of mind, confident, ready to go.
Rahman.
Thanks, Ian. Hi guys. I just wondered how you feel, how ready your squad is for this tie.
Yeah, we as Cal said, we've had a good session today. We got a few more bodies out there in terms of players who are kind of had some niggly injuries that didn't play on the weekend, and the squad was nice and bright and energetic, and as Cal's already said, it's an important fixture for the football club, important fixture for our year ahead, so I'm looking forward to it.
I had to look at your squad list for this tie. I think you can still make another 2 wild cards, is it? Do you intend to do that?
In the next 24 hours?
Yep.
And I'd love to, but mate, that's not a wild card. That's a miracle card. So none of those exist at the moment.
So I'm even thinking from your existing squad, you could have put.
No. Look, we obviously, it's quite evident that we need to bring more players in, but as I explained on Saturday, it's a challenging time. It's not just about signing players, it's about when they're actually available for you to play with all the restrictions in place at the moment. And, the squad we announced, the squad list we've announced is the one that will go into this game and this fixture.
Are you confident that in the weeks to come you're going to be able to build the squad that you want, Ange?
Am I confident? Well, look, I'm confident we're going to do everything in our power to do that, and I'm pushing every day, and people are working hard behind the scenes to try and make that happen. And my role in that is to try and pursue every avenue I can within the club and outside the club to get things done, and that's what I'll be endeavouring to do for the next few weeks. As I said, it's fairly obvious we need some more players, just on numbers alone, when you look at sort of the people who have left from last year and the ones we've brought in. So, we've still got work to do, and that's sort of running alongside the fact that I still have a team to prepare for tomorrow. I'm not sort of losing sight of that. That, as I said, it's a very important game, and for me, the focus is squarely on the players here at the moment who will go out there tomorrow night and hopefully put in a good performance.
And if I may, Ange, the players that haven't made your squad for this, Olivia Chan, Christopher Ayer, want to give us your thoughts on that?
Well, again, I'm selecting players who I think are available and both have the physical and mental mindset to play, and the ones who aren't listed on that obviously are not ready for what we need to encounter tomorrow night. So again, my focus is on the guys who are on that list. There are so many sort of moving parts at the moment that I'm trying to be as disciplined as I can to focus what's in my control, because ultimately tomorrow night is the most important thing, and if tomorrow night's the most important thing, I'm focusing on the people who are going to contribute to that.
And I Ricardo and handing Callum the captaincy? Easy decision for you?
Yeah, look, it's. I don't think it'll be a surprise to anyone. I mean, enough people told me coming in that he was, the outstanding candidate. But as always, from my perspective, it was getting to know him and just seeing him around the place. And obviously knew of his qualities as a footballer, and I think they were further enhanced, over the summer period with his performances for the national team. But since he's come back from training, there's no doubt he's a leader. I think, irrespective of the captaincy, he looks like a person to me who would be a leader in the dressing room anyway. So, I think it's important for this football club that there are certain traditions and values that need to be upheld, irrespective of the people who are custodians at any given time. And having someone like Cal who's grown up at this football club, he knows those clearly. So, easy decision, but also the best decision.
Thank you.
L'Oreal, okay.
Hi Ange, what have you been told about the importance of European football to Celtic?
Well, whatever I've been told is just reinforcing what I already know. I totally understand the significance of European football to this football club. And to be honest, it was one of the attractions for me as well, because I know that this club has a great history in Europe, and the opportunity to build on that is a fantastic enticement, I guess, for any manager. So, I think there's no doubt since I've come here that's been reinforced about how important it is, but nothing that I didn't already know or didn't already feel before I came to the club.
What are you expecting from FC Midtjylland tomorrow night?
Yeah, it'll be a tough contest. They're a club that has sort of matured over recent years. They've got a real clear identity and model in terms of the way they want to play, and also the way they want to be set up in developing footballers. And it's a model that's worked really well for them. They had a fantastic campaign last year in Europe. It's a club I know well. There's been a few Aussies that have gone through there, so I've followed their progress. And there'll be a tough challenge, which you expect. I mean, it's a big prize that's before us. So I guess any opponent you're going to face understands that the rewards are great, and for us that'll be a good challenge tomorrow.
And I don't know if you had the chance to watch the European draw come in. It was quite complicated, but if you do manage to negotiate yourself past Midtjylland, it will be Galatasaray or PSV Eindhoven. How tough will that be?
I'll let you know after we get through this one first, because I think this one's going to be tough enough for us, and that's where our focus is. I mean, to be honest, I didn't even know the draw was on. We had training, and somebody mentioned to me afterwards. So I am, what's the saying? I'm literally living one day at a time at the moment, because every day is pretty precious, because there's so much to do. And we'll look ahead. Again, irrespective, you get through each round. I suspect every opponent you're going to face is going to be just as challenging. So, first thing for us is, really important, put in a good performance tomorrow night. We're going to have 9,000 people at Celtic Park, and they're going to be excited as anyone, and I guarantee you they'll make the noise of 90,000. So, we just got to put in a really good performance for them tomorrow.
Thank you.
Andrew? Okay.
Hi guys, first of all, Callum, congratulations, obviously back in front of fans at Celtic Park tomorrow. How exciting a prospect is that?
Yeah, really exciting. Like you said, first competitive game to get them back into the stadium. They'll be desperate to get back in and back the team and make some noise. And just for the players as well, to have them back is amazing. These European nights can be really special, and like the manager says, there'll be 9,000, but it'll feel like it's full. And it's our job to go out and perform and make them make the noise as well. And like I've touched on before, we both drive each other. We drive the fans drive us, and when that comes together, we can have a special night. So, like I said, that's our full focus as players, is to go out and do the business tomorrow night.
When you think about Scotland's two games at Hampden at Euro 2020, it felt like a lot more than 12,500 that was in the ground. Is that what you're hoping for the 9,000 tomorrow night will be like? Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, when you go from no fans in to 12,000, it felt like it was full, and
and like I said, it'll be very similar tomorrow night. So it's just great to get everyone back in and get a feel for normality again, and hopefully we can keep making little steps in the right direction.
Hi Ange. Has it always been a personal ambition of yours to manage in the Champions League?
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know whether it was a personal ambition, but it's something that, as I said, I've had a pretty fortunate football career where it's just presented opportunities for me, whether that was coaching in a World Cup or coaching in foreign leagues or whatever, and it's not something I've strived for, but I think that's the beauty of the game, that if you're fortunate enough to have success, opportunities open up, and the fact that I'll be involved in Champions League football for the first time is certainly it'll be a special moment for me. Absolutely. Is it something I've aimed for? My goals in life have always been the same, just to enjoy what I do and be as successful as I can, and see what comes next. But as I said, for me it'll be a special night, and the fact that it's at this football club makes it even more special, because I know the European nights here, everyone I spoke to who's experienced it, that's the first thing they mention, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Negotiating the transfer market can never be easy, especially in the current circumstances, but when you first arrived at the club, did you maybe hope that by this date you'd maybe have a few more bodies in the door?
Yeah, I guess, in an ideal world, for sure, we'd have a full complement of players, and we would have been together for a good 2-3 weeks, and but at the same time I knew going into it that was unlikely to be the case. It's just, even on the other side of the world, transfer dealings, we signed foreigners in Japan, and we had to wait 3 months for them to get into the country, so I kind of knew it would be a challenging prospect. I definitely think that we probably hesitated a couple of times and could have moved faster on some things, and that hasn't helped us, because under normal circumstances those kind of processes are fairly straightforward in terms of get a player, sign him, get him on a plane, take a photo, and away he goes. And that process is now taking 2 to 3 weeks, so that's where I think we just got to move it a little bit more precisely, and understand that there's always going to be a lag time, so we just got to move a bit quicker.
Is that the hope then that over the next few weeks, the club will be a bit more efficient when it comes to the transfer market?
Yeah, I don't want to say it's a club that's not being efficient. It's just, just the normal dealings of day to day. It's not just from our side, it's the people you're dealing with as well, that, we'll get back to you tomorrow, and normally that's okay, but getting back to you tomorrow could mean a week delay in a process, so it's not just about us, it's about actually doing deals, and both sides may have goodwill, but like I said, normal occurrences which you say, well, it's not a big deal in the current climate, makes it more challenging.
Just finally for me, and a couple of the players that haven't featured in pre-season games for different reasons that are in the Champions League squad, Lee Griffiths and Ryan Christie, are they in training? Are they available for tomorrow night? Yeah, as I said, we've had a few who've sort of had some nigglies and injuries, and sort of we've been protecting a little bit, they're all available. So the guys on the list are all available for tomorrow night, which is good. Like I said, we had a good session today, and it was just good to see some of those guys back out there. Sorrow was out there, Biton was out there, guys who, are pretty important members of this squad. Felt like it was a good training session, because we had, for the first time probably since I've been here, the majority of the squad out there. Thank you.
BBC, are you there? Someone? Sorry.
Hi there. Hi Ange. Can I just ask, how difficult is it to prepare for a game of this magnitude so early in the season? Is that something you've had to deal with before in your previous jobs? Every job's challenging, and every, as much as we all like to think that we're the most important people in the world, everywhere I've been, everyone wants to win every game that you want to play, so that doesn't change. I understand the significance of this, and it comes early, but it's something that is part of European fixturing these days, that if you don't win your league, then you're going to be involved fairly early. And I was well aware. Again, from the moment I sort of got the job, the countdown clock's been on for people telling me how far away the most important game is. So I've been well aware of it. So it's not something that's caught me on the hop.
for me, as I said, it's just trying to be disciplined in making sure that I prepare the team the best I can for this game and such an important game, but also understand that there's other stuff that needs to be done, which is also very important for us to set up our season. So from that perspective, would it be better if it was in 2 weeks' time? For sure, but those things are kind of out of my control.
You've managed at the highest level internationally in terms of the World Cup with Australia, but how much are you personally relishing this challenge, the management of the Champions League? Is it something new for you? It's obviously a massive club competition.
Yeah, as I said before, that's why you do these things, and that's the beauty of the game. It just provides you unique challenges, and I love that about the game. That you kind of go along, and as I said, I haven't had any really set goals in my career, but things have just transpired, and you find yourself 24 hours out from managing in a Champions League fixture, which is beautiful. I mean, that's, like I said, that for me is why I love this game and why I love what I do. And yeah, as I said, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the challenge, which will be a great one, but I'm also looking forward to the experience.
You touched on how difficult the transfer window has been for you as well. Have you got an idea of how many players that you kind of want to add to the squad, and what specific areas that you're targeting to strengthen?
It's a constantly evolving picture. There's the status of the squad, is constantly sort of changing. So what I do know is we still need to bring in, a certain number of players. And like I said, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that when you look at the amount of players who left at the end of last year, whether that was players on loan or players who've departed, as opposed to the ones we brought in, you kind of know there's already a gap there. Now, it doesn't have to be precisely the same number, but we're definitely, when I look at the squad now, we're still very light on in areas, just for depth more than anything else, because if we want to challenge on all fronts, we're going to need a strong squad, and at the moment we don't have that. So, the number is not precise. As a manager, I'm always going to want more than I'm given, so if I say 10, then they'll only get me 10, so I don't say a number and just try and get as many as I can.
Can I finally just ask how you're settling into life in Scotland? I don't know if you've had much time, you're probably a busy guy right now, but how are you enjoying life in Scotland so far? Yeah,
look, as you said, it's been fairly busy, with camp as well in Wales. Apart from avoiding heat stroke, everything's been pretty good, mate. Everyone was just complaining about the weather, but it's just been glorious here. I haven't had a chance to be out and about. I'll be honest. My family's not here yet. Again, that's part of the experience that we're looking forward to. But right now my focus, rightly so, is here. It's Lennoxtown, it's Celtic Park, and making sure that this football club is ready to do its utmost for its supporters tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Do we have someone from the Danish media, I think? Anyone wishing to ask a question? No? Anyone else who's not had a chance?
Can I just, hello Ange, I just ask you about Lee Griffiths? Is there a line being drawn under that, and what is the situation with that? Is he ready to go tomorrow night?
Yeah, he's ready to go. I think I said before, the whole process with Lee was pretty simple for me. Obviously, with regards to the incident, other people took control of that investigation. I think, from what I understand, everything's been sorted in terms of understanding what took place. And from then he was made available, and that's when he came back into my consciousness as a footballer. And I'm not the kind who absolves themselves of responsibility of things, but with a limited 24 hours every day and the amount of things that I need to concentrate on, I've decided that I'll concentrate on things that I control and I can control. And once Lee, came back into the squad and everything was sort of settled in terms of the incident, then he's back being a Celtic player, he's back being part of the squad, and he's available for selection tomorrow.
Okay.
In terms of his fitness, how sharp is he looking?
Look, he's like a few of them, they're still sort of building into it. No one's had an ideal sort of preparation. It's just the challenges of where we're at, because we've had guys coming in at different times, whether that's because they had different end dates, others had to do quarantine, others like Cal have been on international duty, so they're all at sort of different levels. What I do know is that we've worked them really hard the last sort of week, just trying to get them all up to a certain level. I don't think any of them are kind of at the fitness we need them to be for what's ahead, but I'm confident that all of them are in good enough condition to sort of put in a good performance tomorrow night.
Okay, thanks very much. Thank you. That's us. Thanks a lot.
Level you need him to be at isolation period. James Forrest's fitness levels.
Yeah, same, mate. Exactly the same. It's like they're all at different levels. They're not all of them where they need to be, but as I said, they're all presenting themselves. They're all working hard, and whoever's on the squad tomorrow is available for selection.
Okay, thanks very much. Thank you. Raman, sorry, we're done. We've got loads on. Sorry, we're done. Thanks very much. Thank you.